Welcome, beautiful people, to Asia Streams. This is a new channel where I basically review content that already exists. I do that thing that I know that y'all love. I'm going to be hitting all the hot topics, looking at all the new trending things that's going on in the podcast world, and just giving my perspective from someone that's on a spiritual journey, someone who is healing themselves, and someone who is always doing the very best that I can to base everything that I do and I say in love. Okay? So join me for the ride. I hope that you all stick around for longer than just this video. I am doing my best so we can build a community, a family. Okay? So let's just go ahead and get right into it. Okay, first up, I made a playlist for y'all because there's been so many things that I've been wanting to review. It's been so many things that I have an opinion on it. I'm not trying to tell nobody what to do or what they should think. I want you to always come up with your own thoughts with your big, beautiful brain. I want to see what you have to say about these things that's going on in the world. Make sure that you leave a comment. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that you will always be alerted when I got a new video, okay? So let's get right into it.
Y'all, where are the men?
In the house.
I love us women, but like I'm tired of going to events.
Stay with the girls.
1,000,001 girls, and there's like 2 men in the corner. Like,
it's about that time, gentlemen. At the beginning of every year, you have the women who complain, where are the men? And every single year, we're moving closer and closer to 2013. That year that's predicted to have the historical number of marriageable women who will be single. And they are single for real.
I love Chisha Zed channel. If y'all don't know, go get y'all some coffee, okay? But what he's saying is true because I believe it just flows into prophecy, like the 7-1 in Isaiah. It's kind of like because of the mindset of women, I think that, and also the mindset of men, I think that the divide between us is just getting bigger and bigger. And instead of trying to find solutions to bring us back together, because we need to be together, the masculine and the feminine must balance each other out. And so for us to continue to go our separate ways, that's just going to make the scales be more and more unbalanced. She's asking, where are all the men? There are plenty of men. There are a lot of men who are single. There are a lot of men who are eligible. But what I'm seeing from a lot of women is that they have unrealistic expectations. I don't know if they came from social media, which I don't think is good for young women to be on. I even got off of it for some years. I think that it gets into your mind and puts ideas in your head about a small percentage of what's going on in the world. But as a whole, a lot of people, I think, don't have the full story about what's real. They want over 6 foot, 6-figure, handsome man. And either they don't understand what comes with that, or they don't understand that you have to be in the same market as the person that you desire. For the most part, sometimes there can be anomalies, but in the dating world, it's kind of like you date what makes sense for you, right?
The coffee all right?
The coffee's not all right.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better. Deal with it.
man, y'all don't want to leave your house?
No. Stay away. Stay away. We are in the house. Gym, home, work, home again. Maybe go to mama house. Maybe go to dad house. That's about it.
Looks like he's got the Valentine's team blanket right there.
I'm not gonna say we not messing with y'all, but y'all not about to mess up our peace. Y'all been trolling us ever since y'all got on this internet. Ever since that Creator Fund came out, y'all been acting up, talking out y'all necks, and now when you go outside, there ain't nobody to be outside with. I knew y'all would get tired of being with your girls.
Hey, hold on. He actually making a very valid point. I think this social media world has really opened up people to be able to use their, their throat chakras more. We've been talking more. We've been expressing ourselves more. And it's kind of like, watch what you say before you come off as unattractive to people. If your desire is to be in a relationship. I think it's a lot of etiquette. It's a lot of feminine qualities that are missing in the woman community. But yeah, this reaction from a man it makes sense to me, because it's kind of like they're looking at the things that are being said and they're paying attention, because men are observers. They're paying attention to what's going on, and they're deciding to opt out of that situation. Is not worth the disruption of their peace, like he said.
You can only go on so many dinner dates with your girls and act like you having fun. We in the house. You said leave you alone. You chose the bear. Now what?
They did choose the bear.
Go on a date with the bear.
I didn't choose the bear, just to let y'all know. I chose to not go into the forest with a man or a bear that I don't know. I don't know no bears. But the point is, anything that they can do to divide the genders is what is going to be on social media. You won't see many videos where someone is trying to bring us together and actually cultivate a better relationship between men and women, and it's not based in drama. Like, there's not an undertone of drama to it. Like, I understand why he's so upset. You know what I'm saying? Like, women did say they don't need men. Women in America trying to adopt the 4B movement and all of that stuff. So it's kind of like you're telling men that they have no value to you outside of X, Y, and Z. Men are still human beings. Men still have feelings. Men actually have a much more difficult life than women, if you ask me. And so for us to lack compassion towards them, or understanding, or empathy, and to just put them in boxes, I can see why they're just opting out, or they're choosing to date women from other countries who don't have these type of ideologies and who are more traditional. It makes complete sense to me. Let's finish and see what he's saying.
Bear. Go on a date with the bear. Look for the bears at the bar. How about that?
So there's this next video that I saw a while back of this woman describing a long line. She compared how long the line was to what she experienced at a Beyonce's concert, except these were single people. Now, I know she didn't want to say women, and these were actually single women. She just said these were just a bunch of single people. Majority were probably women, and they were there.
Let's move on to the next one. I think that was a good enough point right there. If y'all want to see the rest of this video, please go check out his channel. I'm always going to have people hold channels right here. I'm going to show y'all my playlist, because honestly, we watching these videos together, and I ain't going to hold you. He kind of just lost my interest. But I just wanted to see that first part, because I had saw a little snippet, and I was like, yeah, men are opting out because women are giving them every reason to. And this is not in reality, right? This is in the social media world. Women are giving them every reason to. So I would hate to see like a brother in day-to-day life that's not even on social media to have this idea too, because the women that I meet in real life, they are in relationship, they love their man, or they single and they want a man. So this whole ideology that we're against men, or men don't want us, or where are the men at? The men are everywhere. If I go outside, the men outside. They everywhere. They at the corner store, they at the bar, they at the club, they at the lounge, they at the wherever you want to go, whatever is your scale of place to be, they're there. But what men are now looking at, are you the kind of woman that they want to even allow in their space? Because they see that there has become a trend of peace disruptors. So I completely understand. I see that they got a new show out called Listen to Black Women, and I wanted to check it out. It's just a little clip. Let's see what they saying.
As Black women, we have seen our Black men go through so much, right? So I feel like we will be okay with them not necessarily bringing all the money to the table, because we've seen what has happened to the Black family. So a lot of us have.
Hold on real quick. This is something about me that I just want to show y'all real fast. I'm watching this video, right? And I know that I'm going to watch more videos from her in order to do reaction videos. So I'm just going to subscribe to the channel. Don't cost me nothing. Don't take me no time. Go ahead and like the video, because it helps for them to continue to make content. And if they continue to make content, I can continue to make content. So we all here for each other, right?
Growing up in single family homes with our moms taking care of us, maybe sometimes struggling, right? That's not everybody's story, but maybe our dads were in prison, or maybe our dads were working a few jobs or hustling, or whatever the case may be, trying to put food on the table or keep Jordans on our feet, whoever your dad was, right? So when we have someone that we're dating, maybe money isn't always the first thing, because we're just like, look, you're alive, okay, you're trying, and we're gonna love you, and we're okay with that. So I think that there's something within us that's very nurturing, and we are, for me, I'm gonna just speak for myself, like subconsciously in the past, like trying to heal and love my Black man, despite you falling victim to the systems that were created to make you fail, to
I hate to say this.
Okay, I see where she was coming from with that. We, especially in the Black community, because we was kind of served the same kind of dish. The seasonings was just a little off. Black women got some other kind of seasonings, and Black men got some other, but we were served the same dish though. And so just observing the way that Black men navigate through it, it's like women, we don't really have a choice to not have it together. Like, we cannot have it together, right? We could not have it together, but it's like a very undertone of, girl, have it together, be independent, get yourself together, go to school, do that. We have that more so, and you see it in statistics the way it comes out. And then you have Black men, and it's crazy. I just had made a Facebook post about this, about how it is absolutely not a woman's responsibility to raise up a man unless that woman is that man's mother. Because what it does is creates anger and resentment in that man that he don't even understand sometimes why and where it comes from. But it comes from that woman taking away your masculinity, taking away your manhood by doing everything for you. You're not a child. And so I can kind of understand that. And I've had that same kind of sentiment. And it's been a thing with dating, because it seems like a lot of men are not healed, and they're very much traumatized by things, and they bring it into the relationship, and it's like, I don't want it to be my responsibility, but now here I am and I love this man. It's like I want him to be better. And so then you have this cycle of women enduring situations with men that they have no business being in. But as women, a lot of us wasn't taught that, to not do that kind of thing. And then as men, those men who are like that never had the guidance, maybe, or never absorbed the guidance to not be that way. And so I don't know, y'all, what to really say. What could be the solution for that, other than we need a mass healing? Like, we need a mass, like, healing, like, gathering where the men who have worked on their healing mentor and talk to the other men and help them to get to the next milestone of their growth as men, so that they can become the responsible providers and pillars that they're supposed to be in the family foundation. So women can stop yapping their mouth about having to take care of a man. But honestly though, don't get with a man that you got to take care of. That is my advice. That is something that I would do. I would not get with a man who I have to build up. I could possibly date him, but we would not be in like an established relationship. Like we could just be going on dates and getting to know each other while I observe you and see if you keep your word, if you be consistent, if you mean what you say, because all of these things are very fundamental groundwork, I believe, to men. I have lots of brothers. I have an active father in my life and I have a son. So I observe these kind of things often. And I see that those are very important qualities for men to have. But in order for them to have it, they must have challenges and adversity. And if a woman is always trying to take care of them and do everything for them and think for them and pay for things for them, he might say he love you, but that man hates you. He hates you. He hates you because he letting you do it and you doing it. All of that. I'm telling you. All right, let's check out this next one. Let's see.
What she said, Daddy, when I first met him, he was everything that he was supposed to be. After I had this kid, now all of a sudden, he put his hands on me.
Well, first of all, I don't believe her because she went against what I taught her in the first place.
You don't believe her?
And that she should have got married before she carried. If he putting his hands on you, then it wasn't the first time before you had a kid. It's funny how y'all women intuition only work when it's time to leave.
I told you my intuition never works. It's anxiety.
It never worked before you opened up your legs to him. So your intuition ain't work, and your vetting process ain't work, and none of that stuff worked until afterwards. Until you was ready.
To be fair, they do be ignoring red flags. I
You know y'all ignore red flags.
Okay, you won. What's your other question, Bookie?
There's not.
Hold up. See, that's the kind of conversations that I'm talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about. The kind of divisive conversations that hold on, let's listen to this again. What
She said, Daddy, when I first met him, he was everything that he was supposed to be. After I had this kid, now all of a sudden, he put his hands on me.
Well, first of all,
he said it's crazy that a woman intuition only want to work when she want to leave. This kind of like the same, because women, our intuition is gold. We are absolutely magical when it comes to intuition. I do and can say from my own personal experience that have I used intuition when I should have to actually avoid the thing that I intuitively saw? No. Okay, but that goes back into the thing like men not having the qualities that they're supposed to have. Like, who was gonna teach me that? These type of skills are things that must be taught. And especially in the Black community, who's doing that? Who's teaching a woman when you have these notions or to connect with her spirit or to meditate so she can be more one with the Most High? Who's doing that? I didn't have that growing up. I had a lot of childhood trauma. That's what I had. And so I always had an intuition like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't do this. But then I also had self-sabotage, or I also had codependency, and that trumped my intuition. You know what I'm saying? It's not that I didn't have it, but you know, when you get your back up against the wall and you get to that last point, that edge, then you kick in due to your fight or flight. Like she said, it's not intuition, it was my anxiety. It was your intuition, but now you finally want to listen because your anxiety got you feeling like something bad gonna happen. But the solution to me would not be to hammer down on the woman like, well, why you only want to do it when you want to leave type thing. The solution would be more so to understand that your woman is intuitive. And so when she feels something, that's something that you might want to listen to, or that you might want to pay attention to. Or if you notice that she's not intuitive, that might be something that you may want to have a conversation with her about on things that she may need to heal. Because it's always there for a woman, in my opinion. Because it's always there for me. I don't know how it is for other women, but I'm very intuitive. But it's whether or not I'm in a place of being healed enough to listen to that intuition, that gut. Whether or not my chakras are clear enough for me to even hear the Most High. Do you understand? So, what he say?
I don't believe her because she went against what I taught her in the first place.
You don't believe her?
And that She should have got married before she carried. If he putting his hands on you, then it wasn't
always that simple either. That's the last point I'm gonna touch on this video, is that because I have a baby daddy, right? My son's father chose not to be in his life, and so did I know he was gonna make that decision before I told him I was pregnant? No, I didn't really know that. I wasn't really thinking about that. No, like, what? You don't even, like, this is such a blanket statement, but a man who needs someone to help them get further into manhood, who may look at Anton Daniels as a mentor, will hear these inflammatory statements that he's making and automatically think when a woman make a bad decision, she don't have intuition all of a sudden. And when she say that she's using her intuition, don't believe her. Because she couldn't possibly, because look at what she did 5 years ago. Come on, man. Where is the love? Anton, where is the love in that? There's no love in that conclusion. There's only more divisiveness. Separating men from women, and you're not helping a woman even understand like a man should do, because he's a leader. Helping her to understand that the reason why she messed that up. She messed that up because she wasn't healed. It wasn't that she don't have intuition. It was because she wasn't healed and in alignment. That's why.
the first time before.
And she wasn't taught. That's why. All right. Let's go to this next video.
There's not a big pool of good men.
That's a lie.
That's not a lie.
That is a
That's
lie.
not a lie. You tell me.
Listen, there's not a lot of good men who want y'all. I'm clapping for myself. Where's the good man at? Like, they hide under a rock or in a cave. They everywhere. They at the gas station. They at Costco. They at Equinox. They at the bank. They walking right.
Hold on, y'all. I just said this. When women be saying that men is everywhere. Now, women do outnumber men, but men are everywhere. My sister, of any color, of any nation. If you want a man, he right outside. Girl, go to the store. He right outside. He is outside the door. He's actually waiting on you to let him know it's okay to come talk to you. Okay? Like, the men are everywhere. We didn't probably, as women as a whole, didn't skirt the men off. We over here talking about we pick a bear over a man. Not to say that men can't do heinous things, but a bear over a man? I couldn't even believe that was a conversation. It was really a trendy conversation that was being had everywhere on the internet. I was a little bit taken aback by that because I'm not picking no bear. I would definitely feel safer with a man. Let's just keep it real. Like, with a man who I trust. Y'all talking about a man out in the forest. The whole scenario just created more divisiveness. I don't get it. Like, she's talking about where the good man at. They everywhere. It probably depends on the woman's standards. Like, what do you think a woman like you deserves? And if you're not finding that anywhere, I think that there's something to be evaluated there.
Past you and you don't show up on their radar because of the way you are. They're gonna walk right by you. Your pretty face ain't gonna go too far because everybody's pretty. That's a prerequisite. So if that's all you got to offer, we not looking at you. But there's plenty of good men. They just don't want your ass. I ain't never heard no woman say, I know I ain't shit. When have you ever heard a woman admit to not being shit? She'll say, this man ain't shit, he ain't shit, he was bad, he was bad, he was bad, he was bad. But for the most part, every woman think they're a good woman. What makes you a good woman? Who's auditing that you're a good woman? You are auditing yourself. Why don't you ask your exes what they think? Because all your
I literally, this is what I was just saying, y'all. We gonna end it right here. This is what I was just saying. Like, the fact that your standard, like, who are you? I'm not saying that you're not great, my sister. I'm not saying that you're not everything that you believe that you are. I'm not saying that technically or literally. I'm saying that according to what you desire to see in a man is who you are in the present moment, able to really measure up to that. You know, the way the Most High work is we get prepped for our blessings, right? I may ask for something and then a whole bunch of situations happen to build me up to that point where I can be able to handle that blessing, where I can be able to get to that blessing and be able to keep it. And so when you think about, oh, I'm this kind of person already, without putting the work in really to be that kind of person, and you want to attract the kind of person that you projecting yourself to be, not who you actually are, then this is why you keep getting men who are not who they say they are. That's how that happened. That's how that happened. You brought that energy towards you because you just a mirror. We are mirrors of each other when we interacting with each other. So if you're not getting the results that you would like to see in men, if you think that all the good men are gone, the best thing for you to do, dang, I wish I had a mirror, is to look in the mirror. That's the best thing that can happen. Like, I just can't stand these type of, because he's sitting there and he listening to them, and it's probably just pushing him further and further away. Like, it's a lost cause with women, and it's not, y'all, man. It's not. It's not a lost cause for men either. It's not a lost cause for either of us, because we need each other. It's so important for us to be together. We need each other. We need to love each other. We need to be in relationships. We were designed to be together, to interact, to cohabit, to like I say, to love each other. And so let me know what y'all think down in the comments. What do y'all think about the dynamic between men and women? What do you think? Like, are there no good men? Men, do you think that women's standards are out of the water crazy, and this is why they can't find a man? Like, what do y'all think? In a minute, I'm about ready to start a dating show so I can help y'all out. Look, because let's spread the love, okay? Let's spread the love. I appreciate y'all tuning in with me today. This has been Asia Streams. I'm still working on my intro and my outro, but just know that I love you in the process, okay? As we grow, as we go, and we build our family in this beautiful community on YouTube, I hope that y'all can witness me, and I can witness y'all. Make sure that you interact with me, okay? Subscribe to the channel if you like the video. Share it to some friends and family. And let's get the conversation started below. Peace.